Hello and welcome back to MDG Media, Europe's Disc Golf Hub. We got final round, back nine FPO, lead card coverage coming from the 2024 Järva Open x Tyyni. It's going to be the exciting conclusion here. I'm Andrew Gum, and I have with me for the first time doing commentary, Joe O'Brien. Joe, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Andrew. Yeah, super excited to see how this all unfolds on this a historic course, you know, a lot of history here.
Legendary place, Järva. It's dealt with some, challenges, and always a super magical, fun place to watch disc golf played out. Seems like it's always a dramatic finish. Yeah. At this point, Sofie's got a 5-stroke lead, so someone's gonna have to really turn it on strong here in the back nine to put some pressure on her, and we'll have to see who's going to be the one to do it. Right now, Rachel's the closest. Ida's there, 7 behind. Olivia 8. So, yeah, it needs to happen quick, and it needs to get started here. Hole 10, really tough par 3, 3.84 average, 112 meters. They move the basket off from this ridge to the more straight shot, but super demanding line. You got to beat this tree right here on your left, and then another one comes into play quite quickly, or a few come in on the right side, and you got to get over this mound and try to give yourself some kind of a chance, but drops off pretty dramatically like a lot of the greens here at Järva. What do you think of this one?
Many chances of rollaways on the green. I definitely witnessed a few, so they've got to watch out for that, of course. And Sofie here throwing an okay drive, but clips a tree, lands a bit obstructed there.
Pretty early inside. That's the kind of tree you have to get past.
Yeah.
Initially, this is the other issue. Right side. That gets a decent kick, though. Wow, right back to the fairway.
Yeah, in a good spot there. And Rachel Turton stepping up. Oh, and she's going for a flex line. Interesting. Okay. Doesn't quite work out there, but it was a great idea. If she can work that out, that could be right in the circle.
Olivia clips an early branch there on the right side. In a pretty good spot, though, in the fairway. Can still get up and down for par. But yeah, I missed that a little bit right side. So he's going to go to the forehand roller with a putter. She's in kind of a tough spot behind this tree. Gets it down pretty nice, but catches a late tree there and doesn't get over the brim. Forehand approach from Olivia.
That was a really good angle coming in. If you're on the wrong angle, it could easily get up and roll away. So that was good angle control there. And Rachel is in an awkward position there. I haven't seen that much.
She was in a tough place.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody down there before. I never kind of came out of that turnover and just drifted down and somehow didn't hit any trees. She was over there by 11s, kind of tee almost, like for the MPO. And
just working her way up there through all of the foliage. There's a lot of trees on this hole. Very obstructed.
Sofie's going to take a bogey as well. Most likely, if she can get the putt in from there. Olivia, high chain, splashes out. Hopefully stays put for her. Didn't really see the final result, but as you said, rollaway is a real deal on this green and quite throughout the course, really.
Oh, definitely. And Rachel's still struggling on the green. That's been a weakness on this round, I will have to say. Yeah, I may be struggling with the confidence there, but Sofie, as always, knocking them down on this round.
C1 putting's legit. Yeah, she hasn't missed many, has she? She's been really, showing them how it's done there on the green and earning those strokes. Bogey for Olivia. I think she maybe left herself a bit of work left with that forehand approach. Didn't quite get all the way past the trees, and good comebacker there. Double bogey, unfortunately, after being way out of position. Not what she was hoping for here to start off the back nine, already kind of losing some ground on the leader. She was only one back coming in, so she had pretty high hopes. But now Sofie's got 6 strokes over her. And Ida's right there, tied with Rachel now.
Yeah. I can only...
Yeah, hole 11, par 3. This is not the actual tee pad. The FPO tees off from down to the left here. But it's a straight shot. You got to kind of crest the hill, drop it in with the basket, steep roll away. If you can kind of like aim right at this big dead tree that you see on the left and try to get it just over the hill and then slow down quickly, then you're in good shape. But 125 meters is a pretty big pump for the FPO, although it's a little bit downhill. We haven't seen a ton of birdie opportunities, but it's definitely one if you got the pretty good line on it, you can get over that hill, then it's a little bit downhill. So 3.38 average. Ida up first.
Ooh. An interesting reaction off the ground there. I think it stayed put though in the center of the fairway. That should be easy work.
Sophie backhand, turning it over a little bit, fading out at the end, but
a favorable skip there.
Decent. Yeah, about maybe 30 meters to the basket from there. Almost pin high though.
Yeah, she can give that a little cheeky run, I'd say.
Sure, it's a good angle to give it a chance for him because you're not facing the downhill slope at least. Going kind of across the hillside. Yeah. Decent shot there. Probably not quite in birdie range. We haven't seen any birdies yet today. Hopefully this lead car can get one or two maybe.
And a good looking shot from Rachel. Edge of circle. She can have another chance at redemption on the green. And right in the bullseye there for Olivia. Her forehands have been a really good all round.
Another solid forehand approach that kisses the koozie. She's so dialed with that shot. Super well balanced skill set, but that forehand approach particularly is just deadly. Accurate. Yeah.
On point.
Oh, wow. Giving it a chance.
Yeah.
I like it. It was just about chain high. Came in, dropped just in front of the cage.
She was taking advantage of the safe bank behind the basket. Not much danger there, as did Rachel.
Just kind of scooped off the nubs. There. Yeah, that one looked good. It caught really some chains, right? Yeah, no, it's good, man. Just a little bit off, but almost a big putt. Definitely struggled on the green, but that was from range, and it was pretty close. Can't feel too bad about it.
No problems cleaning up the secondary putt there.
Yeah, looking like pars.
Looking like,
Not
no
bad
drama.
On this one. Yeah.
No drama.
We move on to hole 12, par 4, 160 meters. Really kind of open off the tee, downhill. Not as dramatically as the MPO, but a really beautiful shot still. The green is really well guarded on this one. There is OB right and left, but the wind is down quite a bit this final day. So, there was some storms of brewing that we, kind of could feel coming. But overall, it was pretty good wind conditions, particularly for Järva. Anyway, here you see the green well guarded by a bush on the left and a bunch of trees on the right. OB drawn in super tight on the back door too.
Very tight behind the basket. You've got to be incredibly careful on the approach, and maybe even think about the speed that you're coming in. Obviously, if you're fast, it can be skipping and maybe out of bounds if you're not careful enough.
Ida's shot is fantastic.
And that was a smash.
That's I think the best I've seen. Maybe that was huge. She's down, lined up nicely with the gap. Just, I don't know, 35, 40 meters from the basket at most. Maybe less.
That could even be a jump, a putt from there.
Yeah,
honestly, that was.
And in perfect position, lined up nicely with the gap. Yeah, from the looks of it, yeah. Olivia coming in wide on the right side, skipping.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Good over there on that left side. It opens up the angle maybe into the green a little bit more. If you're on the right, that's when you get into a lot of trouble trying to shape something in there.
Yeah. it's a straight approach from there. Rather than having to go over the top, she can just go straight at it. And I think, as can Rachel.
Bunch of great drives
there,
all around solid off the tee here on 12. Good to see. I mean, it is, playing as, I guess, the easiest hole on the course at 3.75 average. We've seen a very high birdie percentage all weekend, but here we see Sofie, right, a little bit short, leaves herself some work left.
Maybe the OB are getting in ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. And
straight in the bush.
That's a very grabby. Yeah, anybody who hits that, I've seen it. It gets grabbed up straight away into the bush.
Not where you want to be either.
So you've got to avoid that. Yeah,
it's like just over your head height, basically, or like right around your face. You can't really get a putt up over there. You have to
putt from there or anything. Yeah,
tough footing as well. Rachel slips a little bit, stays close to the basket anyway. About 4 meters left. Nice new graphics up there. We see that Sofie's 14 meters. And she drills it from deep. What a huge putt that was. Already in the lead. That is a firm statement that she is just looking to march towards a big victory here in her homeland.
Putt there.
Oh, wow. She loves it, yeah.
Straight over the bush. No problems there.
Yeah, leaving the approach short, but nailing the monster putt. So look at that. Kissing the front cage. Super crafty bid from being out of position.
She wanted that one, you could tell.
Oh, yeah.
The frustration there.
Routine birdie for Ida.
Knocking it down.
Yeah. Great drive. Huge drive. Solid approach. Making that hole look easy. She's one down. Rachel keeps pace. Also getting a great birdie. Not her best round, but still in a battle for second place.
I'm back to under par there, That's a good spot to be in.
Absolutely.
Going into the rest of the holes.
Yeah, 6 strokes behind the lead, but it's not over yet. There can be some major big numbers here on the final holes. Back on hole 13, it's a par 5, 229 meters. OB right and left, and it really pinches down tight there. Right about, say, 100 meters or so off the tee. Strong sloping hillside right to left. Lots of bunker type sort of trees and bushes in the fairway, really, on this one. Yeah.
And you've got to watch out halfway along the fairway. There is an OB area on the left, which really sticks out into the middle, and I can only imagine the FPO might be landing in this exact spot. So that's what they've got to watch out for, and also all of these trees in the middle of the fairway are very grabby, and if you land underneath them, it can be a pattern pending drive at best, or you can be very pinched off there. And Ida, a solid drive there, nice and safe.
Yeah, into a good spot. We've been seeing most of the FPO players play it short of that sort of OB trap. So it's kind of like, playing as a par 5, you don't need too much off the tee. They just kind of bail out over there on the left, and it seems to be like played quite differently than the MPO. Really, most of the MPO players are kind of like trying to push past that turn, right, to get the birdie or opportunity at it. But the FPO can kind of just bail out here on the left side and then cross it on their second, then have an approach and still, get that birdie opportunity. Rachel did the same. Olivia. I think they all have pretty much the same play. Just kind of crash a hyzer in short. Don't go for too much. I guess the closer you get, the better to the OB line there, but you don't want to push it. That's a good spot there as well. Everyone in the group kind of doing that same. Yeah, 5.25 average on this one. So playing like a true par 5 for the FPO. Sofie hit her hand on the backswing there. I'm not sure if it affected the flight. Not too much. It looks like it's pretty great.
It looks like Sofie is still all guns ahead, blazing, and the rest of these FPO players have got to be hunting now if they want to have a chance of catching her. You know, 6 ahead at the minute, and no sign of stopping at all. Like, especially after the last putt.
Oh yeah, she's on a
over the
mission,
bush.
huh? Yeah, good
100%.
observation. Like they need to kick it into full gear if they want any chance, because
Definitely.
she's not laying off. And there's Ida, yeah, moving right up the fairway. Solid progression. Everybody in decent position, you know. So far, so good. Rachel looking good too. Yep, crashing in nicely. That's the thing, you know. You can like throw a pretty good shot, and sometimes maybe feel like you get stuck under one of these bushes, but so far everybody's in the clear.
Absolutely. And Sophie, getting caught up there, but it was a nice looking one there, just ever so slightly inside.
Just that late tree, kind of last one to beat, leaves her in circle 2, but great putting range, and really solid on the green today, feeling comfortable. Great approach there from Olivia, drops it right close to the bullseye, 4-5 meters at most. Pretty solid gallery checking in on the action here. That's still probably the worst forehand approach we've seen from Ida
so far.
But it's still inside the circle.
Very smooth and accurate, yeah. And Rachel giving it a little bid there, almost ringing it up from about 50 meters, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Good touch coming in, giving it a chance, but not going, far. Sofie unable to connect from deep, but she'll collect a par anyway. Huge putt from Ida there for the birdie.
Yeah.
Super nice. Left the approach just a little bit short.
Confidence booster there, going into the rest of the holes.
2 down, 2 birdies in a row. Trying to make a charge. Trying to solidify that podium position and maybe even steal that second off of Rachel.
An easy birdie there for Rachel.
Able to keep pace. They're tied up, 2 down.
Stress-free.
Only 5 strokes back now, but it's going to be coming down to these final holes, huh? Some tough ones.
At hole 14, for the FPO players, it's a par 5, average score of 5.06, and tell us about the hole, Andrew.
Oh yeah, it's just,
what do you think?
253 meters. There's kind of like that OB river that you need to sort of make a choice whether you go short of or long. Most of the FPO goes short of it, and then from there you can kind of like just keep moving up the fairway. It's pretty flat. OB tightens in as you get closer to the green. A lot of beautiful birch trees on this one. This is kind of the edge of the property over here, where there's beautiful views all over the course, and this is the flattest part of the course, I guess, is the way to describe it. Maybe it's like,
there's not so much elevation here. It's more about the raw distance and showcasing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ida does so nicely.
Oh, very well.
Gets it up there, right where you want to be.
Nice and safe.
Yeah.
Not lurking with the OB at all.
No, you don't want to, test it, but you want to be up there enough that you're cutting off, chewing up some ground and getting closer to the basket so that you can get that birdie. 253, a few good shots will give you up there for a chance. So you just don't want to go OB, don't want to push it long. And if you are going to go across, it's not necessarily too much to gain on a par 5 to take that risk. But of course, the hole plays differently for you guys, right?
It does. That's right. Yeah. At the MPO are often pushing the out of bounds, and so that actually comes into danger a little bit. But all of the players here are nice and safe in the landing zone, and from there they can push into the next open area. And Rachel there, a little bit cornered off, but should be okay there.
Yeah, there's some low ceiling, maybe a little bit on the inside.
Yeah,
there. You kind of want to be a little bit more in the open, but then you don't want to play around with the right side OB either. And there's some birch trees over on that side too that kind of come into the line. It's actually kind of a tight second shot. There's a lot of trees that's kind of
ceiling as well.
Yeah, come into play. You know, there is plenty of space in the fairway if you keep it down the middle, but you know, you do see people catch up branches quite a bit on this one. That was a great one, right in the middle of the fairway, no stress. Sofie trying to put a big move on this, gain some ground up there. Does so really well.
And I'm lucky to not have any wind here. If there's wind on a hole like this with all of the outer bounds, it can really switch it up. Yeah, and change the atmosphere of the hole completely. Yeah.
Great point. Yeah, for sure. It was a very calm day. Beautiful weather for disc golf at this point.
100%. Yeah.
Some storms looming, but
it definitely switched up a little bit later. But
sure, you can see the clouds kind of.
It's
lovely. So lush and green here throughout the property. As we see everybody kind of working up towards the basket, trying to give themselves a chance for that birdie. We got long looks for the most part, but
and Sofie has a chance of a highlight putt again. We'll see if she can knock that down shortly.
Ida here looking for a turkey if she can put this close. Looks fantastic.
That is fantastic.
Sticks right there. She's on a mission now, you know, finding some groove here through these pretty tough holes on the back nine. Oh, look at that. Huge birdie putt from Olivia. C2 connection. Don't forget about her.
Right on the
She's
stripe.
not that far back. She's looking to get the birdie train rolling. Rachel looking for turkey time too.
Just outside of circle, and
that OB lurks.
Staying in bounds, you know. That could be a lot worse there.
Yeah, curled up nice. Just in time. And look at
Ida
that.
knocking down. That's a turkey right there, 3 in a row. She'll be pleased with that. And
Absolutely.
Back to under par on the round as well.
Yeah, and most importantly, in solo, second place for the moment, gaining a stroke on Rachel. So these players here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sofie marching right along though, getting, you know, people starting to run out of time. They got to really get something going here.
Yeah.
Keep it going and maybe hope for her to slip. Hole 15, that can, you know, definitely happen here if you're not careful. OB on the right side, tight kind of touchy hyzer, maybe flip up for the righty back hands for the most part. What we'll see, basket placed here. Not the furthest one, 157 meters. Average is 4.16, so pretty good par relative to the division. You know, nice basket switch in this case. It's a super demanding, legendary par 4 for the MPO.
Yeah.
4.16 average, you know, like I said. Definitely one you want to get for birdie. You got that Mando on the left side that you have to contend with, but usually doesn't come into play too much.
No struggles there for Ida. The opening gap is very tight, and it can definitely catch you up there, but straight through the middle there, no issues. And as we see, Olivia slightly inside, but should work out fine if it can get past those last ones there, and it does.
Yeah. There's kind of a bit of a sneaky inside line where you push through the woods on your second shot to the FPO basket. There's a couple lines that you can find, and a lot of players will do that. Rachel's maybe keeping it more honest, probably going the way you typically, or the way the hole was designed more to be attacked, you know, with the 2 wider hyzers.
And Sofie, slightly low, but great ground play there. Right in the middle as well.
Sweet skip up there to the sweet spot.
4 sweet drives there. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. See if they can nail the approaches for the potential star frame. Still work to do, though. That comes up just a little short. C2. The putt's been looking good. She's been hitting some bangers, hasn't she?
It has.
Here's that inside line I'm talking about where they sneak through the woods to the
pattern pending stance, and that is looking fantastic. Can it have the distance?
Nice.
And it does. Right in the circle there.
Difficult stance, but a lot of power generated from there. Good commitment too.
A tunnel shot as well, you know.
Yeah, absolutely rewarded with the birdie look. Ida in a great spot to smash a little skipper right past the basket into
And
the bullseye.
another bullseye.
Oh, her approach game.
She's tearing it up right now.
Yes.
That's for 4 in a row.
That's going to be for 4 in a row, making
well.
a charge here.
100%.
She's not giving up on hope.
And you can,
yeah, Rachel hits
Now
that
in a very
tree. That's going to be
tricky
costly. With Ida parked, she's going to be dropping potentially back quite a bit further even.
and this is a statement if Sophie makes it. Oh, and she's just right.
Just a little bit low right. Olivia. Yep. Great birdie. Only one behind Rachel.
Solid putt there.
And we got now 2 strokes.
And you can only imagine Sophie must be. I mean, Ida is chasing her right now.
Yeah.
There's definitely potential on the remaining holes. We've got 16 with lots of OB, and 17 with the Mando, and 18 with rollaways, OB, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, just when we thought kind of Sophie was starting to run away with this, Ida
exactly
catching. Yeah, Ida catching fire right when she needs to put a little bit of pressure on Sophie as we come down to the final 3 holes, super dramatic ones.
A hole 16.
Yeah, go for it.
Average of 4.38, 194 meters, and wow.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
What a hole.
Yeah, you just kind of launch it off the tee, right? There is OB again.
Yeah.
But it's pretty wide.
A bit of elevation on the tee, which means you can get a bit more extra distance on your drive. And again, on the screen, the OB is very tight behind the basket. So watching the angle of your disc as it comes into the green and the speed is important on this hole. And Ida leading the charge after 4 birdies. Let's see if she can continue that unbelievable streak.
Yeah, showing some serious determination and, you know, really still believing in herself to get this done with a solid tee shot. Olivia up next, a little bit low and left. If we can get some ground play, it'll be okay, but it gets a bit gobbled up by the grass. I wouldn't say that's what she was hoping for. It's going to be a long way to the basket from there, but possible. She's got great power. She can really get it right up there. Rachel leaking a little bit left. Going to be slightly, well, not too bad actually. Another hyzer.
Yeah, out there in the open.
Chance, yeah.
Yeah.
Looked like it was moving more left, but I think it's in pretty good position. And Sophie also doing something similar. Just hyzering out there on the left side.
A safe shot there, yeah.
Yeah, as you said, 4.38 average on this one, making it tied for the 5th most difficult. We have seen 1 birdie so far from Hanna Jansson. We'll see if we can get some more here on the lead card, yeah.
Yeah, amazing birdie on this hole. Great birdie. And Sophie, that's looking a bit risky with the trees, but it gets right around them in fact. And
nicely on the green, yeah.
And she has a birdie look. And not in danger of the out of bounds either. Nice and short. That's what you want on the approach.
Hugely important shot here for Ida. Can she put it close, keep the pressure?
Put the pressure on. And similar distances. Actually.
Somewhere on the circle's edge, I'd say.
Yeah.
Downhill maybe a little bit. New merch out. MDG media gear. Get it while it's hot. Rachel
on the chase of Ida. Let's see if she can. Unfortunately, I think that may be out of bounds there.
There is OB there, like just around the circle's edge, would you say? Yeah. Quite a lot of late guardian trees to beat on this green. Not the biggest of sloping hills, but just slightly left to right. Yeah, just a pitch up there. Really couldn't get it up with the low ceiling being in a tough spot.
It was a tough spot,
Yeah, chain out there from Olivia from C2.
And this is what we want to see right now.
Oh,
that's interesting to see.
Interesting, yeah. Maybe she had a low ceiling, I'm not sure. Or she just wasn't really feeling it. And Sofie, front cage, wanted it. You can see, definitely really wanted it. That's the first putt we've really seen her miss in quite a while, though. Like, she's been on point.
True.
Has she even missed? I think that's the first.
I think that might be
first miss we've seen really from anywhere within a reasonable range.
Yeah, she's been dialed in all round, especially with the circle twos.
Yeah, that one wasn't far off at all.
No.
Just a little shy. Rachel getting it done for par.
And perhaps Ida was trying to put the pressure on Sofie, or maybe thinking about the position of where she wants to end up in the tournament.
You think she's given up on the chance, like the chase for the lead there, or for the win?
Well, I mean...
You think
coming into these two, you never know what could happen with the Mandos and the OBs, but perhaps, yeah.
Speaking of Mandos, what do you think of the change on this one? It's a tough par 3 now, 104 meters. They back the basket up, and
low
you got to go right
here.
side. Yeah, with the low ceiling.
It's it rewards a skip shot, and you have to be incredibly accurate here. If you hit any of the branches, it can leave you with a tricky approach where you have to navigate the very large a tree in the middle of the fairway, and that can really get into your head. And looks like Rachel is not having a good time there, and she will have a tricky upshot to try to save the par.
Yeah, total bonus birdie here now.
And for Sofie, this is a big moment here. She has to make it in bounds.
Oh, sneaks it past the
and
Mando.
It does.
Just had enough turn to just
and even
barely get
in
past
circle
it.
2 there, a brilliant drive under the pressure.
Just nailing the coffin right there.
Yeah.
With Ida hit, really needing to get a few strokes here at the end. That was a huge clutch drive there from Sofie. As we see Olivia getting a bit of trouble with the tree, but yeah, she's in,
And like I said, the big tree in the middle of the fairway, you have to navigate that, and she's going forehand Anheuser around it. There was an option for the hyzer, but she opted for the Anheuser, and that is obviously her skill point. She puts it right under.
That was a great approach.
Yeah, from both of them.
Ida as well.
In fact, both around the bullseye.
Looking to not lose any strokes here coming down the stretch. Yeah. Olivia catches a late guardian, but
3 great approaches.
She'll still have a pretty good chance from there.
Putting the pressure on Sofie slightly, and
easy par.
Yeah,
gonna take a 3-stroke lead into the final hole.
Olivia knock it down.
Most likely.
Oh, and that was a rough spit out there.
Ouch.
That was looking brilliant. I think in the heart of the change there, that's what can happen.
Oh, Ida. Chains out for the par. That's going to spell the end of her run for the win. Now she's going to have to battle to secure that second spot. Yeah, that's going to give a stroke back to Rachel. Yeah. Only one between them with 1 to play, and that's
true, yeah.
We got to see who can finish strong here. Sofie doesn't have to do much now. 4-stroke lead, just
keep it in
bounds. Yeah.
No rollaways. I'd say angle control on this next hole is going to be crucial for her and coming up right now to avoid the rollaways. But yeah, and then for second place, it looks like Rachel and Ida are going to battle it out on this historic hole. I travelled here 10 years ago, and this was still a hole then. So this hole has been here for many, many years.
Yeah, I believe we've had huge tournaments, even majors decided
and
on
big
this
names
hole.
here.
Yeah, legendary one, par 5 for the FPO at 194 meters, averaging right around there, 5.16. So, good hole relative to par. Way uphill, you're thrown up the mountain here to finish. You got low ceiling, tough trees, that grabby bush, and most importantly, very strong sloping left to right hillside. They've even added OB on the left side. There's always been OB down on the right, I believe. So yeah, this is a tough way to finish your round after a very demanding back 9, and you got to have a lot of stamina to get up that hill with fortitude.
It's a momentous hole, honestly.
Totally.
They can really take it out of you as well.
Rachel fades out OB. That's going to open the door for Ida to walk in a second place if she can just keep it in bounds. And
If she can keep her head and put it in the middle, yeah, there could definitely be some swings there. And Sofie, a very fortunate roll. And I think, it is still OB. It looked like it was right on the line there.
yeah, maybe that might give a little hope to Ida. If some kind of major meltdown, if she can do something special, never give up. Here we go.
And Ida has done exactly what she needs to there.
Crushed it right in the middle.
Yeah.
Solid start to the hole.
Avoided everything that she needed to there, And Olivia has done the same.
Trying to keep that fourth place and keeps it right in the center.
And it'll be interesting to see what Sofie is going to do here.
She doesn't want to take any big risks, I hope.
It looks like the angle coming in here is very sharp, but because it's high on the hill, it should be okay, and it does stay. It's absolutely fine.
She can most likely get up and down there for the win.
Yeah.
Good recovery shot after the OB, just moving forward with no big mistakes. That's all she needs.
And the Rachel and Ida battle commences.
Yeah. Rachel with a good bounce back after the OB.
For sure.
Olivia looking to...
Still a chance of par there for Rachel, and that looks like a great drive from Olivia. If it sticks, it does.
Fine.
That could be a birdie chance there, and big shot for Ida if she's thinking about the second place, and that looks pretty good to me, Andrew.
Absolutely, it gets past that bush. Yeah, if you get stuck behind it, it can be an issue, on your
tomahawks
approach. If you get really
pattern pendings or all sorts. So.
But she's on the front side of it, so she's in a great position. Now she's pretty much almost level with the basket. Just looking it down. There is OB behind and a really bad rollaway potential down on that right side, but she's in a good spot to just kind of, match the slope of the hillside with the disc and just try to put it close to finish strong.
And Sofie
does.
Has landed in the bullseye.
There you go.
I think she'll be your winner here. Almost certainly.
Oh, Ida catches a tree on that approach. That's going to leave Rachel a little bit of a chance here.
Yeah.
But, not really able to have the height to get it up in there. So, Ida most likely going to be able to take this second place with just a layup. Doesn't have to stress it. She'll be really happy with that. That's a great result.
It is.
She was, look at that, 4 birdies in a row there on the back nine.
Amazing stretch. That was lovely to watch.
It made it really interesting there for a moment or two.
Yeah.
We didn't really know if, Sofie had it in the bag quite till, those final couple holes. That bogey on 17 kind of sealed the deal, but really great result. She can be super happy, age 16, getting a second place at a Disc Golf Pro Tour event. She's had solid results all year. Incredibly bright potential.
And your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, taking her first Järva Open victory, Sofie Björlycke!
Yes.
Magnificent trophy here as well.
Yeah, super cool moment there. Your champion, Sofie Björlycke, in her homeland for the first Disc Golf Pro Tour win of her career.
And look at the camaraderie there between all of the card mates.
Well played. I feel awesome. Fantastic. Yeah, this is so huge, actually. Yeah, I've come second 2 years in a row now, and this year was my year. So it's great. Yeah, I love this course, the people working here, so it's a special thing. Yeah, it's big. Actually, I am from Stockholm. I don't live here anymore, but this is the place I started when I started throwing disc golf. So this means a lot to me, this place, and I'm so happy that it's still here, even though they have changed some holes. I'm so happy that they can still have this course. And I have played the original course before, and that was so beautiful, but it's still beautiful. Yeah, the putting felt okay, not too good in circle 2, but I just have to be calm, and I know I'm gonna make my putts, and the drives was okay. Yeah.
Very modest answer there for the putting, but yeah, what a wonderful feeling for her to take down that first Disc Golf Pro Tour win here in her homeland at a place that was her home course growing up, where she learned to play, all the history, really cool moment there for Sofie. Great to see that.
Yeah, and second 2 times in a row there, and the redemption. She rings it up this time, and that'll wrap it up.
Yeah, that does it for the FPO Järva Tyyni 2024. Congratulations to the winner, and Ida, and rounding out the podium, Rachel. Big thanks to everyone making it happen. It was a wonderful event. Great to have you in the booth. Thanks for joining me, Joe.
Thanks for having me, Andrew. Yes.
See you next time.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.